The best game ever invented is the game of hide and seek. My favourite part of the game is the hiding bit. I remember my friend Matt, not that long ago, hiding behind the coat rack, and the children walked past him so many times. He was hiding behind a long coat, wearing wellies, and he was virtually invisible. He hid in plain sight. Some people are absolute geniuses in finding hiding places. And that certainly is true of humanity. We come up with inventive ways of hiding from God. Hiding and seeking is a big theme in the Bible from the earliest of times. Right back in Genesis chapter 3, Adam and Eve were enjoying sweet fellowship with the living God. But then they disobeyed him and were so embarrassed by what they'd done that they hid behind a tree. And God came down, seeking them out. "Where are you?" he called. He knew exactly where they were, but he was seeking them out in grace. Because the worst thing they could ever have done is to hide from the all-knowing and all-seeing God. Unfortunately, from that time on, the tendency of every human being is to hide from God rather than run to God to enjoy his grace and his mercy. But that came with a warning. God warned that if we hide from him, we can never know a living and vital relationship with the Creator. We cannot know the life that he gives or the joy that he offers. The first two people experienced that as they were sent out from the Garden of Eden in the broken relationship between them and God. This hide and seek is no game. It's filled with the tragic stories of history, of my self-centeredness and sin, and yours and everybody else's. But it's also filled with the good news story of God coming to earth saying, "Where are you?" He came to seek and to save. He came to forgive. He came to renew the relationship that we once enjoyed with him. And that is the story of the birth of the Lord Jesus Christ, the Son of God. He came to find us, not to judge us, not to condemn us, not to turn us away as we might have expected. He came to seek and to save the lost, those hiding away in their embarrassment and their evil. The Lord Jesus Christ took upon himself the sins of the world. He took upon himself the wrath of God. And as he did so, he did not hide behind a tree, but hung upon a tree. He was exposed upon that tree, receiving all that we deserved, so that we might enjoy that living relationship with the Father that he had always enjoyed. The wonderful news is that all who turn in faith to Jesus and receive the forgiveness he bought upon that tree are no longer hidden from God, but are hidden with God. We are on the same side once more. Here is our verse for today. Colossians chapter 3, verse 3. "For you have died, and your life is hidden with Christ in God." Once upon a time we hid from God because of our sin, but we have died to that old way of life. Now we no longer hide from him, but we seek him because he has first sought us. And now we are joined to Jesus. There's that great old hymn, it puts it like this: "Rock of ages, cleft for me, let me hide myself in thee." There's another great hymn. It expresses this truth this way: "Other refuge have I none. Hangs my helpless soul on thee. Leave, oh leave me not alone. Still support and comfort me. All my trust in thee is stayed. All my help from thee I bring. Cover my defenceless head with the shadow of thy wing. Both those hymns capture this reality that our only hope for life and eternity is found in seeking refuge in the Lord Jesus Christ. As a child of God, we can be utterly confident today that whether our week is easy or difficult, whether we enjoy peace or a real battering from this world, even if we live or die, our life is hidden with Christ in God, and therefore we are eternally safe. You know, a great temptation always is to find our peace and our joy by hiding ourselves from God, especially when we know we have sinned. This is the reverse of where peace and joy are actually to be found. So do not play hide and seek with God. Instead, no matter what happens today, enjoy this truth and make it functionally your own. You are hidden with the one who sought you out and found you by his grace. Never should we be so glad that we have been found when once we were hiding.